Well, she lost her fight to keep them secret, and now hundreds of pages of documents detailing Ghislaine Maxwell's answers about Jeffrey Epstein's alleged sex trafficking network are now public. This all stems from a civil lawsuit filed against Maxwell in 2015. The victim alleges that Maxwell helped Epstein and other men abuse her for years. News 4's Jonathan Deans is live in the newsroom now with what these documents reveal about some high-profile figures. Jonathan?
Chuck, the names of other men she was asked about were blacked out in today's transcripts, but Maxwell's repeated denials and explanations are new and raise some new questions after she fought for years to keep these documents from public view. In the deposition, Ghislaine Maxwell repeatedly denied any wrongdoing, and she appears to repeatedly evade direct, even harsh questions about whether she helped Jeffrey Epstein sexually abuse minors. I never saw any inappropriate underage activities with Jeffrey, ever. The deposition released today, part of a past lawsuit by Virginia Roberts Giuffre. She says Maxwell recruited her when she was young for sex with Epstein and for sex with others, like Prince Andrew. The prince denies it, as does Maxwell. Maxwell says Giuffre's claim she was sexually abused in her London bathtub shows Giuffre is lying. The tub is too small. Her entire ludicrous and absurd story of what took place in my house is an obvious lie. But federal prosecutors say Maxwell is the liar, and they charged her with perjury in addition to counts of trafficking minors to Epstein for sex. Maxwell even says she never even saw Epstein with minor girls at any of his estates. Maxwell says her job was to hire cooks, maids, and pilots, all of adult age. I cannot tell you what Jeffrey's story is. I'm not able to. NBC investigative producer Sarah Fitzpatrick.
The most important thing about today's deposition is that this is the first time that the public has ever heard from Ghislaine Maxwell in her own words.
Epstein killed himself last year in the MCC awaiting trial. Questions have swirled about his past connections with the rich and powerful. Epstein's seen in the past with Trump in Palm Beach, and former President Clinton flew on his jets. And a lot of questions continue to swirl about why financiers gave Epstein millions, including Victoria's Secret magnate Leslie Wexner. Billionaire Leon Black in the spotlight this week. Black's firm, Apollo Global Management, said it will conduct an investigation into Black's past financial dealings with Epstein. Black has called Epstein's conduct despicable and says he regrets having any involvement with him.
We still don't know how Jeffrey Epstein made his money and why so many powerful people were drawn to him and gave him such significant amounts of money.
In that deposition, Maxwell says she knew Epstein had become a registered sex offender after a 2008 Florida conviction. But she says she stayed friends with him because she was being thoughtful during Epstein's time of need. And for her work, she said Epstein paid her, quote, a little, about $500,000 a year. Chuck?
All right, Jonathan.